Hi Aquariuses, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If nothing resonates, check back next time or look at your moon and your rising signs. So it's a new week, still technically a new year. Still kind of getting settled in. We went through the portal yesterday, 111. So there's a lot going on, but in the beginning of this week, I got a feeling that we needed to reconnect with nature. So we're starting off with my fairy deck, even though a lot of us are stuck inside due to the winter weather that we are experiencing on and off. So we should always stay connected to nature as much as possible, even when it's the coldest. First card that came out was Always. Look at that. Somebody's in a relationship that will always. That reminds me of an old show I used to watch growing up, One Tree Hill. Always and forever. Can I get one more card for Aquarians, please? One more fairy card. Thank you. Birth of Magic. Interesting. Some of you may be with your person, some of you may be coming into your connection, but this is definitely going to open you up. It's going to... You may be having a child for some of you. If you are, congratulations. They gave him a little bit of a belly. That's so cute. Some of you may be just having pets that are your children, and you're going to take really good care of them. There's something magical about this connection. So I'm actually going to grab the book so we can see what specifically Spirit wants you to understand. So I'll be brief on this. I won't read the whole thing because some of these are a little bit longer than others, but just to get the gist of this card. So Always, keyword infinity, same thing as forever, love it. This card first wants to speak of infinity. To truly understand life, you must understand that you have always been and always will be. You are part of the divine source that rules the universe. Your spirit and your soul are immortal. As the physical body passes from existence, your energy body survives, eventually to move back to join with the spirit. Your connection to divine spirit is never severed. You are never alone. You are always connected to source. You are the vehicle through which the divine spirit manifests on earth. Understand your divinity and your importance on earth. Appreciate that every other being on earth is equally important to the divine plan. This card may indicate that you have or wish for a special person in your life who will promise to always be there for you. First, you must always be there for yourself. Perhaps in the past, those who should have stuck by you did not. Those you thought were true were not. Release old pain and pattern habits. Interesting. This is definitely going a different direction than I perceived. But that's okay. You must always be there for yourself. Perhaps in the past, those who should have been there, yep, those you would thought were not true. Yes, I already said that. Release old pain and habit patterns and allow your highest good to manifest in your life. Okay. And then Birth of Magic. Interesting. So this is about always knowing that you're always connected, that even if you do come together with your person in this life, it's not that you have to learn to be alone, even though you're not truly ever alone, to understand your true nature. So we have Birth of Magic, keyword innocence. Here lies a message to open your heart and find the small child within. That childlike joy, trust, and awe often gets stifled as we grow to adulthood. Remember to see the magic through to the child's eyes. Recall the spirit of the fairy child within who laughs and sings with abandon. Bring that essence into your daily life by rejoicing in nature. What did I say? We got to spend more time in nature. See beyond the adult mind into the reality of the elemental world around you. Ask for the help of the elementals and connecting with the magic within and bringing it out into all that you do. As humans, we tend to get hung up on our duties, our accomplishments, and what we have and don't have. We take life way too seriously. Yeah, we do. If you have small children in your life, watch them. See how they respond to the world around them. They come from pure emotion and pure joy. Their excitement and even the smallest things is essentially their spirit rejoicing as just being. The sound of a tiny chime sends them into peals of laughter. The multicolored strand of lights is enchanting and awe-inspiring to them. Yeah, okay. Okay, so there's a couple things that are coming through. First off, if you've been burned by love, know that those relationships were supposed to end that way to strengthen you, to help you understand who you are, why you're here, and truly to not only understand yourself, but also understand your ultimate partner in this life. It's about bringing magic in an ordinary, mundane life, that we see magic everywhere. And it's about removing the veil of the 3D world or the matrix, however you want to see it, and seeing the magic all around us. The more time you spend outside, the more time you spend looking through the eyes of a child, the more you release that hardened shell that they make us create as adults. Okay, so continuing with this theme, we are going to find a spirit animal for you guys. Spirit animals for Aquarians, please, or Aquariuses. Who needs to come forward to bring a message? I like that one. That one's sticking out. We have Wolf Pathfinder. Interesting. I'm going to get one more. Oh, okay. That one's falling out. Dragon. Cool. Okay, so Wolf Pathfinder says, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. How beautiful is that? You do have a love because you know that you are worth more. You know that your person is there and will always be there for you. And even in that idea of that connection that we have in the spirit world to our person, that's how you can also know that you're not alone. Okay, you speak to your person all the time via spirit, right? Through the connection. That's a beautiful, magical thing that you can look at. Yeah, you've been through challenges. You're like, okay, well, all these relationships were shitty, but I have this innate ability this feeling that I'm alone. When I'm alone, but you're really never alone. So you really need to be your own teacher and find ways to help not only yourself be strong, but help others as well. So your journey is going to help others. We have Dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. You're really supposed to see more than what you see. I'm really sensing that your eyes are your gift. You're supposed to see colors. You're supposed to see shapes, numbers. I said colors. You may even be seeing spirits. I know I've been seeing spirits a lot lately, or shadows. You have to continue, like I said, removing the veil from your eyes. Okay, so now we're going to go into this deck called Magic of You. Unlock your hidden truth. Wow, that was fast. Fergan. Become a loving mirror. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's look at this card for a second. So it looks like we have the abdomen, or the center of a male body. The hand is a little bit more masculine. That doesn't really matter. What's really interesting is that the mirror is right in his chest where the heart is, right? And he's poking into his heart, and there's a shadow in the background, right? So I'm going to grab the book for this one as well really fast. I know I'm reading from the book a lot this week, but, it really just gets the message across. Okay, this one says, the simple, unselfish joy that comes from knowing something good has happened to someone else fulfills and heals the angry, self-pitying soul. It's time for emotional unification, appreciation for self and others. When we delight in the well-being and success of others, we mirror these thoughts. As has been demonstrated and proven in the science of quantum physics, We become part of what we identify and acknowledge. Unconditional appreciation for others is happiness, is liberation. It touches our soul and reverberates through our experience of life like the delicate ripples across the man's heart. It is time to be brave and put your fear, resentment, jealousy, anger aside and delight in the joy of others. Trust and know that by this simple contemplation and observation, your own heart is healed and restored, and your life will reflect the joy and success you see around you perfectly and uniquely. Okay. So let's say you're not with your person right now and you're trying to figure out what magic, what innocence, what am I supposed to be seeing? You're supposed to be reflecting the happiness that other people have to them, so therefore you're happy. You have this joyous energy within you, right? All right. Moving into tarot. You may be like a leader of some sort, because it's almost like on whatever level of well-known, I feel like you're the leader. You're creating the path, because you have the Pathfinder here. It's almost like this would be a generational leader type thing, or whatever your path is. You are opening the path for future generations to continue that path, right? It's a different path. It's not the norm. It's yeah. So can I get current energies for Aquarius, please? Yeah, let's do that. So we have the Chariot. Eight of Swords and the Moon. Future energies, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, overall energy, we have the Page of Wands. So your overall energy right now is that I'm sensing that whatever messages came through up here, or maybe something that you're feeling in your daily life, there's something that's exciting you, that's bringing this beautiful spark of energy back into your life, into your being. It may be a romantic, it may be a magical, it may be that you finally moved on from something, or you realize that you're more supernatural than you realize, which is, I love that moment. The more that your gifts come to you, it's frightening, but it's exciting all at the same time. It's a good frightening and exciting. So like when I see shadows, or the fact that a friend of mine who passed away last May came to me on Saturday. And I mean, like, came to me in the coolest way. It scared me a little bit, I'll be honest. But you know what? After it all happened, it was like, oh, that's so cool. I connected with somebody. That's so awesome. Anyways, moving on. That's the gist of it. Like, you're just really excited about life right now. So current energies, we have the Chariot, the Eight of Swords, and the Moon. So part of this excitement is that you're actually figuring out not only how to work through your stuff and how to slowly let it go, but there's something specific, something very specific that's holding you back, and it's really deep in your subconscious right now. It's so far back that I just heard someone needs to reflect it back to you for you to see it. Because I look straight at this and I thought of a reflection. So let's clarify before I move on. Because it's like you're ready. You're ready to move into it. You're ready to dive into it. Whatever is holding you back. Can you clarify this top row, please? We have the Fool, the Queen of Wands. You're ready to start your journey. You're ready to be, like the card says, confident, magnetic. You're ready to be focused on what makes life exciting. Ooh. But there's a destructive pattern that's connected to this lesson, this deep, I don't like using the word issue because it's not an issue. It's a deep lesson. And there's the Devil card to clarify the Moon. It's a destructive pattern. It's an addiction of some sort. That's why you don't see it. You don't see it as a problem. Honestly, it could be that you're obsessed with being in a relationship, that you refuse to give yourself time as a single person to find the magic and find the path and the gifts and all that stuff. I know a lot of people that are like that, and I completely understand it, and I don't take, and I'm trying not to be mean about it, but there has to be a time where we have to give ourselves that space of truly physically being alone, but not spiritually being alone. It'll help you so much in your future endeavors. Okay, I'm gonna move on because I feel like you could also be dealing with a Capricorn to add on a specific person if that resonates. Future energies, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you're definitely financially stable, healthy. I wouldn't say there's anything physically wrong with you. I think it's more of an emotional with that Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, it's just you're dwelling in it. You're kind of just sitting in the mud. You're sitting in whatever this one lesson that you can't get rid of, can't get out of your head or your heart. It's really holding you back. It's an internal thing. Definitely in the root chakra, especially with this here. But the magic, the connection is to source. You see there's purple here, and then with the dragon card, supernatural, there's purple there. There's even a little bit of, no, it's more, I mean, I see a little bit of hint of red, but I'd say it's probably more brownish. Interesting. Nine of Swords. It's like, you are healthy, you are stable, but then you sabotage it by spending money and eating poorly. It's not for everybody. Spirit is constantly trying to show you that these nightmares, these things that you see, these things that keep coming up, they're lessons for you to reevaluate, to understand, to, these seeds that you planted about abundance and health, they are connected with everything else. So if you're not feeling healthy and happy and supported, then there's an emotion that's going to come forward and it's going to wreak havoc. Okay. Let's dive into the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. Yeah, Spirit's telling you it's time to start a new chapter. It's time to clear up unfinished business. Spirit of the Book. Any more spirits, please? Thank you. We have Spirit of the Moon. Okay, so we have a moon here, a moon here, the moon here, and now Spirit of the Moon. Cycles, visions, dreams. Yeah, Spirit's telling you you may be closing out a lot of mini lessons via dreams while you sleep at night. You may get visions on how or what you need to work through. Spirit of the Heart. You're trying to find your identity, your vibration, your essence. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned that earlier for you guys. And sometimes we can figure it out with a person. Sometimes we have to figure it out on our own. Everyone's journey is different. But I will say you will become a better person when you do things on your own versus with a partner, especially if you live with them. anything else? All right, well, the only other card that came out was the Spider Spirit, and the Spider Spirit is telling you, you are on the path of fate, destiny, and free will. You choose you. You choose your path. Whatever is meant to be for you will come to fruition, okay? Final messages for Aquarians, please. This one want to come out. We have spirit guides. Spirit guides, I told you, are always around you, listening for you to... That's the thing that some people don't understand, and I will reiterate this whether you understand it or not, is that we have to give spirit guides, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, archangels, the collective, God, divine, universe, whatever you believe in, whatever the words that work best for you, you have to give them permission to help you. Every time. Every day. Okay? So like last night I went to bed and I said, archangels, all the archangels can come forward because we were in the middle of a portal. I wanted them to protect me. And I don't think I had any dreams last night. Did I sleep perfectly? No, I think I woke up once or twice, but you know, it was better than previous nights. So crown chakra. Yeah, like I said, you got to stay connected to spirit. Spirit's telling you, you got to stay connected. You got to keep that line of communication open so you can work through your ego. Yeah. This thing that you're trying to work through, interestingly enough, before I started the video, when I was shuffling this deck, this card came out. So a lot of you have inner childhood wounds that correlate to fatherhood, being absent or abandoned, just not emotionally there, not physically there a lot of times, just wasn't the father that you needed, but the father that you got. And that's something that a lot of us have to work through, especially the ones with traumatic childhoods. Not everyone has to, which is great. Know that you may not specifically remember whatever this issue is. You don't have to remember it verbatim. You just have to understand that something happened. Definitely guard yourself through this process. Ground in nature. Looking for signs and synchronicities that help you understand your journey. Remove the veil. Avoid this addiction card because I don't really necessarily, I mean, on some level, yes, there's an addiction when this energy comes forward, but it's more about removing the veil, removing the cover up from how you were raised to see things, okay? The angels, again, are always with you. Yeah, Archangel Uriel, universal flow. Some of you, this is your dark night of the soul. Like this is the creme de la creme, right? The master of all things that are going to help you find your soul tribe. Finally forgive yourself and others. You're taking off your mat. Like I could keep going. You become one. You have patience. Yeah. Anyways, Aquariuses, I hope this helped. That is all I have for you. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.